Quirkiness. That was a word that came to my mind too.
Quirkiness, but they never let it get it completely out of. Okay, fine, quirkiness, but God darn it, there was a really good, intelligent sounding, not too crazy, just something like something old-fashioned rock and roll about it, but it was done in a different way. There was something about the guitar that was just that beat. They they discovered something, you know? It sounded like something, but then it didn't sound like anything before. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg. That guy over there is Chris. Chris, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. So what do you got for me tonight?
Okay. I've got a request from Mike Poole, and it's
Hey.
for, this band, the B-52’s.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you know the song. I did not know the song until I listened to it for this. It's called Hero Worship.
No, and I have like several songs from the B-52’s. I'm in a bubble of loving a certain amount of their songs. I
Right.
don't remember this one.
Yeah, I'm in a bubble of it too. Yeah, there are certain songs that I really like of theirs, but I'm not
I'm hoping and knowing that
well versed in their catalog.
knowing Mike Poole, because there was the before the 80s pop Love Shack stuff, and that stuff's fantastic. So, and knowing Mike,
Mhm.
I would think that's probably on that side. So I'm
I
hoping.
like Love Shack too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if you say
I don't know if
that.
I went, yeah.
I think no, it sounded exactly like that.
All right, man. Let
You'll
me
see
go.
when you see this video that you do.
Let me go. Let me go into my chamber behind the wall there
Go
and
into it's a
check
chamber.
out.
What do you Eddie Allan Poe? My chamber.
Just don't rap a tap tap
Rapping
tap.
on the chamber door. Yeah, okay. Just go listen, man. Jeez.
Heroes fall to the ground like hills, magnet pulls me down. On my knees, I try to please eyes, his Drunk emotions won't revive him after my resuscitation. Oh, I was lying down beside him. Motor, I'm broken-hearted, rusted, rotted, falling apart. Like a hair, a bell, a hero. It's not enough, I need more. Give me a soul, God. Give me a soul, Heroes fall to the ground like hills, magnet pulls me down. On my knees, I try to please his I hear
That was really good. I actually never heard that B-52 song before. That's not surprising. I mean, I kind of stayed within my B-52 cocoon bubble of several songs that I know and love. So this is good. And this sounds like it was before their pop days of Love Shack and all that stuff. So anyway, let's go to Chris.
All right. Hey, I'm back.
Yes, I can see that. All right, so what did you think of this B-52 song that was, I'm guessing, was outside of your B-52's bubble?
No, it's definitely, I guess it's from that time, when they were before they decided to hit, in the
Well,
pop
from
stuff, in
looking
the
at the
pop
video,
realm.
right?
Yeah.
I
What's
mean,
that?
because it was the cover of their first album. Although sometimes on these videos they'll show the cover of a different album, right? But yeah, this is from their debut album.
Oh,
which-
okay. So that was from the first album. All right.
yeah, which was imaginatively called the B-52's. Came out in '79.
They had an amazing sound. I loved that sound back then. It was so good. I loved the guitars.
You know,
As simplistic as it sounded, God darn it, it was a continuous, just beating over the head of just this continuous of the guitar,
but
the
you know, it
bass
had
and
a
the
quirkiness
drums.
to it too. It had this like kind of crazy.
There was a
rhythm
quirkiness.
thing going.
The
The quirkiness. That was a word that came to my mind too.
quirkiness, but they never let it get it completely out of. Okay, fine, quirkiness, but God darn it, there was a really good, intelligent sounding, not too crazy, just something old-fashioned rock and roll about it, but it was done in a different way. There was something about the guitar that was just that beat. They discovered something, It sounded like something, but then it didn't sound like anything before, It just they made it
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
rock and roll, some of that, and they just made
There's,
something.
there's like a connection between this. Like I'm hearing some connection between this and like 1960s surf music. With the heavy guitars.
Yes.
Ventures stuff. Things like that.
Yes. And and they were coming in a time where punk, then the post-punk, and but and I think they attached some of that. They put some of that into that surfing sound. They took that, they mashed it up, and it was
Yeah, made it
also
their own. Definitely.
it was a stripped down kind of less is more thing that just was wonderful, and fantastic. So
But
this song, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
No,
you're
no,
reacting.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, you go, please. I
Well,
want to hear.
what and I think the thing about this band is they are so quirky that I have to take them in small doses. I don't think I could sit through this whole album from start to finish. I'd be like, because it's almost like I really like the B-52's, but it's almost like it's a novelty act. You know what I mean? And it's
Well, that's because of the singing too,
Well, and that's one of the things I was going to say is that I like this song instrumentation wise, but and I got to give credit to this singer Cindy Wilson.
Yeah.
She sings like nobody else does, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to, I would have. I'm guessing what it looks like on a musical staff with the notes she's singing. Right?
Yeah.
But her delivery, the notes themselves, they're just all over the place. And not, I don't mean in a non-musical way, but they are so quirky. The singing is so quirky on this one that to me it was a little bit off-putting. It was interesting,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I want to give it a second listen. If I'm going to listen to B-52's, I'm going to go with in that bubble that I have.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have too. I'm going to listen to, Rock Lobster and Your Own Private Idaho and things like that.
But you know what? Like Rock Lobster, the vocals on that are kind of like weird.
It
and
is,
quirky
but that's
too.
such a fun song just because it's so over the top and it's funny.
But that music,
you know what I mean?
that music supporting those quirky vocals, that music was driving.
Yes,
It's
I love it.
infectious.
Yeah.
And I think that's where with this song, my reaction, the way I think we're on the same page here. It's that I felt like the music was not as driving infectious, enough to kind of,
Not infectious. That's right.
yeah,
That's right. Yes.
yeah, it
Yes.
just right.
It was
And
good, but it wasn't,
it
because
was
if you
good.
want to hear that infectiousness, you go to one of their other songs
Yeah,
where there's more of it.
right. And that's it.
Like if
Nothing.
if you want quirkiness, go to the real quirky shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like to me,
But these vocals were extremely quirky, I gotta say.
and she also teamed up with what? With REM. She did I
Yeah,
think
what
she
was that song?
vocalized.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot the name of that
yeah.
song
I
in
can't
the
remember
90s.
that
Yeah.
song.
So
Well,
she
she the one of them. Yeah, she's actually one of the co-writers of the song is, I believe, her brother, and they're apparently from Athens, Georgia, where I think one of our viewers is from there too. I think Annabelle Lee,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're back to the Poe thing.
The Poe, yeah, there you go.
There
Rap
you
tap
go.
tapping.
Man.
So, right. And another singer from the band, right? He wasn't on this song, but Fred, I forget his last name. Is it Schneider or something like that? Freddie.
Yeah, Schneider. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They're
So
all. I think they formed in Athens, Georgia. So
yeah,
it's
because
not just
he had
those two I talked about.
he has that southern sort of
And he's got a
tone.
real quirky way of singing too. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean,
I remember when
but
they
it makes the
came.
band appealing. I mean, it's part of
Sure,
why they're
sure.
really. But
Yes,
again,
absolutely.
it's the music, and that's why, like, when we talk about Love Shack way on the other side, it's like that they became that was a very commercialized song. They intended that, and the music wasn't to me as strong. Wasn't the same kind of driving. I think too. I don't know how much homework you did on the song, but I think that the guitarist. I don't know if he died, but I know he went through. I think he had cancer. I think there was
Yeah,
something there, and he may not be around anymore. And I think that once that happened, the band stayed, but the sound kind of changed.
yeah.
And that as bands often do when you got that
Well,
one guy who just was amazing. He was kind of like the guy who was leading the way in the music and the you know yeah.
what I'm looking at yeah, former members. Yeah, we got a couple of rhythm guitar players. So yeah, one of the guys died. Paul Gordon, I believe it was. He played
And
keyboards and
yeah,
rhythm guitar.
I th-
Um,
I think he
yeah,
was the main. I think he was the main guy. Leading the way in the guitars.
yeah. Okay.
I think, and I could be wrong. Please, B-52 fans, fill me in on that. But when he died, does it say what year, Chris?
Yeah, 2016.
Oh,
So
all right.
you're thinking he died, and then they came out with Love Shack.
Okay.
Right?
No. Yeah, I
But
thought.
I don't know. I don't know. I could be getting it wrong.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
All right. Cool. Anyway.
Um, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy Ricky Wilson, who was the co-writer. Yes, he died in 1985.
Okay. And he
Yeah,
played guitar.
okay, because two people died. So. But
Okay.
that was the other guy I just mentioned. I mentioned first
Yeah.
was a touring member. So
Okay.
so yeah.
Yeah. So I
That's
think
what I
Ricky.
got.
Okay. So he probably was the lead guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah,
Yeah. And that makes sense too because
yeah. Because when did Love Shack come out? Maybe 87 or so.
yeah, something like that, late 80s, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Um. So again, Mike, this is a good choice. I mean, it really
Yeah,
overall. I mean,
yeah. I'm
I
glad you
liked it
listened to
because
this.
I'm a
I am
B-52
going to
fan.
check out the whole album one of these days, just
Well,
not end to end.
and that's the other thing too. This is a good thing because I have been sort of in my bubble of like those 9 to 10 sort of B-52 songs.
Yeah, me
And
too.
even though I don't put this song up, with those, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't you can have songs that are sort of on the lowest scale, but this
Mhm.
is good enough where I was like, yeah, that has that certain B-52 sound that I always loved,
So
and
it's
will
going to
always
make
love.
it into the bubble.
It might be maybe it might be bunched up right against the bubble, kind of pressing against, sort of, looking into the bubble, seeing all the other
Yeah.
inside
Okay.
the bubble,
Be careful. That
knocking.
bubble might pop.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. So you want me to take us out?
Yeah, take us out, man.
All right, Chris, you have a good rest of the day. To everyone out there, really hope you enjoyed this. Hit the good buttons. That might be a like. It might be hitting the sub button. It's up to you. You make that choice. And with that said, we'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.
See you.